Dear students, welcome to the online class of English Literature. The second lesson is Eidgah. Children, this is a beautiful story written by Munshi Premchand. The story is about a 4-year-old boy, Hamid, who is an orphan and lives with his grandmother Amina. Children, in this video, we will be reading page number 48 and 49. Before reading the lesson, let's understand what is the meaning of Eidgah. So children, Eidgah is an open air place kept specially for the public prayers on the two chief Muslim feasts of Eid. Now open your books to page number 48. Let's read the lesson. Eidgah. On the morning of Eid, the village buzzes excitedly. Everyone is up early to go to the Eidgah mosque in town. The boys are the most excited. At last Eid has come. Their pockets bulge with coins. They keep counting and recounting them. Mahmoud has 12 pies. Mohsin has 15. Out of this hoard, they will buy toys, sweets and more. Children, pies is a unit of currency. Formerly it was used in India. Okay? So we see that there is an atmosphere of excitement, and especially the children are the most excited ones because it is Eid and their pockets are full of coins. Mahmoud has 12 pies and Mohsin has 15 pies, and with this money they are going to buy toys, sweets and many other things. The happiest boy is Hamid. He is only 4, poorly dressed and famished looking. His father and mother died last year. Now Hamid sleeps in Granny Amina's lap. She tells him that his father and mother have gone to Allah and will return with silver and gifts. This makes Hamid happy. Hamid has no shoes. His cap is soiled and tattered. Its gold thread has turned black. Nevertheless, Hamid is happy. So children, now we are introduced to the main character of the story, Hamid. Hamid is a 4-year-old boy. He is poorly dressed, famished looking. Famished looking means extremely hungry looking. We also see that his parents have died and he lives with his grandmother Amina. His grandmother has told Hamid that his parents have gone to Allah and will come back with silver and gifts for him. This makes Hamid happy and hopeful. We also see that Hamid has no shoes. His cap is soiled. Soiled means dirty, and tattered. Tattered means old and torn. But still he is a happy boy. Poor Amina sheds bitter tears. If only her son were there, it would be a different Eid. Hamid would not have to go to the fair on his own. What if he gets lost? Hamid comforts her. Granny, don't worry, I will return. The villagers leave together. With the boys is Hamid. They run on ahead of the elders and wait for them under a tree. Why are the oldies so slow? At long last, the Eidgah comes in view and the villagers join in with the prayers. So now we see that Hamid's grandmother Amina is sad because she thinks that if her son, means Hamid's father, was alive, it would be a different Eid and Hamid would not have to go to the fair alone. She is worried that he might get lost, but Hamid assures her that he will be safe and will come back soon. So all the villagers leave together for the fair and the boys run ahead and finally they reach the Eidgah. Now children, come to page number 49. When the prayers are over, the crowd descends on the fair. There is a merry-go-round for 1 paise a go. Mahmud, Mohsin and other boys climb on. Hamid holds his 3 paise and watches. He couldn't part with a third of his treasure for this. Now it is time for the toys. There is a row of stalls selling toys. Milkmaids, kings and ministers, water carriers, washerwomen and holy men. Splendid! Mahmud buys a policeman in khaki with a gun. Mohsin gets the water carrier. So now we see that the prayer is over and everyone proceeds to the fair. The merry-go-round is a swing and one ride is for 1 paise. So Mahmud, Mohsin and other boys climb on it. Hamid has only 3 paise and he decided he won't waste his money on this. Then they move ahead and now it's time for toys. There are many toys and Mahmud buys a policeman in khaki with a gun and Mohsin buys a water carrier. Each toy costs 2 paise. Hamid only has 3 paise, not enough for expensive toys. And if a drop of water fell on them, the paint would run. Toys like these would be of no use to him. So children, we see that each toy was for 2 paise and Hamid only had 3 paise and he would not waste his money on such toys that would spoil with a drop of water. Toys like these would be of no use to him. Mohsin says, "My water carrier will sprinkle water every day." Mahmud says, "My policeman will guard my house. If a thief comes, he will shoot him." Hamid knows their toys are made of clay. One fall and they will break. But he wishes he could hold them. After the toys, it is sweets. Some buy sesame candy, others gulab jamuns. They munch happily. Only Hamid is left out. Next, there are a few hardware stores. Hamid stops by a pile of tongs. Each time his granny bakes chapatis, the iron plate burns her hands. So we see that Mohsin tells that his water carrier would sprinkle. Sprinkle means would throw drops of water every day. And Mahmud says his policeman will guard his house. But Hamid was an intelligent boy. He knew that the toys were made of clay. One fall and they would break. But still he wished he could hold them. After the toy stalls, sweet stalls came. Some bought sesame candy, others gulab jamun. Everyone was busy eating except Hamid. Next were few hardware stalls. Hardware stalls means stalls of tools that are used in houses. Hamid stops near a pile of tongs. So children, what is a tong? A tong is a device used for picking up objects, consisting of 2 long pieces joined at one end and pressed together at the other end in order to hold an object between them. Hamid thinks that every time his granny makes chapatis, the iron plate burns her hands. So we see that Hamid is so thoughtful, isn't it? So children, in the next video we will read page number 50 and 51. Now underline the difficult words. Come to page number 48. Alright. The first word is buzzes. Next, excitedly. Next, bulge. Next, recounting. Next, hoard. Next, famished looking. Next, soiled. Next, tattered. Next, treasure. Next, milkmaids. Next, washerwomen. Next, carrier. Next, guard. Next, munch. Next, tongs. And the last word is chapatis. Children, now let's discuss the assignment. You will learn all the difficult words, alright? And make sentences of the words given in your rough register. Clear? Make simple, proper sentences. And in the next video, we will do page number 50 and 51. Thank you.